Good morning, passengers, and welcome to Dave's Awesome Airport. We understand your confusion at the constant name change in the Rainforest Cafe. We also understand you are mildly irate that we just canceled half of our flights. We're very, very sorry. Thank you for choosing Dave's Awesome Airport. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more SimAirport. Dave's Awesome Airport, pretty packed right now. There's a whole lot of people hanging out in here. Couple of things I noticed between recordings. I was kind of firing this up and just hitting record, and then just sort of, again, watching the little ant farm that is SimAirport. We are almost done with our investments track. So this is just time. We just give them a bunch of money and we wait a while and then they give us more money because that's how sound, sensible investments work. But I noticed we finished risky investment. So we waited our 19 days and we got our money back, $211,000. All we have now is angel investor. We need $750,000 up front, but we're not that far away from it. We're 3/4 of the way there already. So I am going to let things tick along, get that $750,000, and then get that last bit of the track back up and running. Speaking of government grants, we're still working on airline services. So we've got to get 10 offices assigned to airlines. We've been trying to get Pacific to give us some more flights. We've got 7 of them on board. We need 3. We need 10 flights so we can negotiate giving them a bunch of offices. We've already done it to Aerotime. They're locked in. So here's my plan. I'm going to let SimAirport tick along for a few days. I'm going to go grab a quick workout. This is the only video game that I'm getting in better shape playing than not playing. And I'm going to see if Pacific Airlines loads up a few more flights and if we can get our $750,000. Okay, we are back a few days later. I've obviously got the money that we need. We have almost $1 million kicking around. I wanted to make sure we had a bit of a buffer zone because we do lose a lot of money overnight paying for fuel and all the things we stock up and all that kind of stuff. But I think we can finally get this started here. So $750,000 up front. We're going to get an estimated return between $200,000 and $2.5 million. Okay, there we go. We just lost a lot of money, but it's fine. It's still relatively early in the day. We'll make some of that money back, and we make a ton of money every single day. Now, did we get any new flights? Nothing. Nothing at all from Pacific. So I've got a couple of options here, a few options. I can go down to Lernyville, the sort of bottom of the barrel airline here. They've got a ton of flights. I could easily rearrange the schedule to get 10 flights from Lernyville. All of their flights are teeny tiny little flights, though. They don't have any large flights. And that's going to be a big hit to our finances because we make money per passenger. So if there's less of them, we're not going to make as much money. I could start a whole new gate and pack it with somebody, anybody. Who have we got a lot of flights from? Nobody really. WestJet, Air, Ford Air, Starflight, we've got a few. I'd really have to pack it pretty tight to do it, but I could probably do it. Or I'm going to try the easier, softer option here and just see if we can negotiate out the rest of the offices to the airline that already likes us. So, Aerotime, come and talk to me. Would you like to have 10 offices? No. You'll only take 8. That is unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. You only will take 8. All right, I am going to, unfortunately, X out of this. Now, this will be a little bit of a hit with our communication, but I don't want to have to renegotiate all the things that we renegotiated them with. So they've got a bunch of stuff around here. They have one of our first-class lounges. They've got, I don't know, some other things I don't immediately remember, but they've got some things away from us. I'd rather not renegotiate all of that. Okay, that plan didn't work. So it's Lernyville for bottom-of-the-barrel airline or another gate that I can start to pack up. Well, now, hang on. I would have sworn up and down that when we did Aerotime, we had to get 10 flights in. Now that I'm poking around, all these other places say 8 flights. 8 flights I might be able to manage from one of these companies. All right, Starflight. We're doing 3 with you, and you have another 4 available. One shy. One shy. How about Pacific? Launch a few more flights, would you? A Forward Air. I've got 3. I could get 7. I'm like one shy on every single one of these. Every single one. Now, SparkJet. We don't have anything with you, and you've only got 6 available. All right. Who are you? Atlantic. I've got 2. I could get another 5. That's 7. Why 7? Why not 8? All right, well, if I do Lernyville, it is down to 8. I think that's the way I've got to go with this. I might put, you know what, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to get another sales rep office. In fact, I've got a spot for one right here. I'm going to get a sales rep office going, and we are going to assign somebody to that. We are going to say that is an office, and then we're going to get the things that we need in there. We need a desk, and we need a chair, and we are going to assign this to a rep, and then assign that. That's a desk, Dave. And then assign that rep to Lernyville. Lernyville. I don't like you, but you're the only one who's got a bunch of planes. Okay, sales rep number 873957. You are my favorite. You're now in charge of Lernyville. Good luck with that one. They're really, really low rent. Okay, that'll help with our communication there. I'd need to clear out 8 flights out of the schedule. Ouch. Just ouch. You've got a good mix, though. I can bounce these around to any of the time slots. So who's going to go? Not aero time, obviously. We can't get rid of aero time. Let me go through. This is going to take me a little bit. Let me go through, see if there's any smaller airlines that we can get rid of, small flights, and replace them with Lernyville small flights. Well, that was just basically about the worst thing in the world, packing these total low-rent flights into here. I can't even imagine what that is going to do for... Yes, I know, I canceled literally everything. I'm very, very sorry to every other airline. It's terrible and horrible, I know. I can't even imagine what that's going to do to our daily profit. Right now it's saying 112, but the flights haven't adjusted yet. That'll all happen tomorrow. Sorry for everyone whose flight I just canceled. I know it's a negative hit. It's all vaguely going to kind of sort of work out eventually, I think. Can we now negotiate with you? I would like to place a phone call to you. I would like you to have 5 offices, please. What else do you want around here? You want a cafe? Okay, I can probably make that happen. That's fine. Yeah, you want all of that. You want all of that. Terminal fees. Yeah, I'm basically okay with this. I don't even care about your flights. I don't want to counteroffer. You can just have it. And this office goes to Lernyville, and this office goes to Lernyville, and the final office goes to Lernyville. Okay. Hopefully, I think that should shut off all of your little things. What do you need? What do you think you're missing here? Oh, the cafe. Right, I haven't done the cafe for you. Okay, were you interested in a rainforest cafe or a regular cafe? Because Aerotime kind of took this and gave it back and took it and gave it back. So you know what? You are going to get the Rainforest Cafe, now property of Lernyville. Good morning, passengers, and welcome to Dave's Awesome Airport. We understand your confusion at the constant name change in the Rainforest Cafe. We also understand you are mildly irate that we just canceled half of our flights. We're very, very sorry. Thank you for choosing Dave's Awesome Airport. Okay, with all of that done, does that finally tick off airline services? Yes. Yes, it does. And more importantly, that should mean I can get the late night flights now. So go to here. I should be able to take these, well, late night, early morning flights. That should have been what that unlocked. Now, there's none available, but I could theoretically do it. More importantly, can we now get on another government grant, please? Investments we're working on, passenger experience we've done. Maximizing profits, I think we've basically already done this. So give me that. Yep, we've done that. A good team. What is that? Payment up front $7,000, reward $3,000, and we need 1 finance VP. Congratulations, we've already done that. 600 advertising in a day. Yep, done. Check mark. Net profit of $50,000. Boom, done. Thank you. All right, that one is all set. Didn't even see what the final reward was, actually. How about airport efficiency? What do we have to do here? Zone and electrical zone. We've done that. Okay. Place 8 PA speakers. Okay. We can absolutely work on that. You hang tight, SimAirport. So let's get a PA speaker to live here. That seems like a really good spot for that. And I've got one over there. And maybe I've got one over here. How about one up here? People wait a lot around here. Where would be a good spot for that? Oh, I've already got one. I've got one right there. Okay, how about down by the store? There's one right there, but just in case, let's put one right down here. Make sure we're yelling at people a lot. When they get those two in, we'll get them connected, and then we'll keep moving. There we go. With those two connected, we've got 8 PA speakers up and running. Now, what do we have to do here? 2 runways with 20-knot wind resistance. Have I already done that? I have already done that. I need 2 runways with 20-knot wind resistance. Apparently, I've got one. Okay, I must need to upgrade something over on the second larger runway. Oh, yeah, I haven't done any upgrades on this runway. I just sort of vaguely thought maybe they automatically upgrade because the other one upgrades, but that clearly doesn't make any sense at all. Well, give me an ILS. There's my 20K right there. And give me runway lights, of course. Get me that. Oh, do we have to do it one at a time? Okay, do that, and then call me when you're done. Except it's actually a thing, isn't it, Dave? It's actually a thing that you have to put down. So the little, I don't know, windsock thing, I guess that's what it is. What else could we be doing? Runway lights. Yeah, let's get those to live right here, like that. Did we do that properly? We done that? Pan out here. It's the difference between the green of yes, you've done this properly, and the green of the grass is a little different. Like that. Just do the thing. There we go. That was very, very fidgety to get right. Yeah, the 2 greens were almost completely the same color. And now what else can we upgrade? Upgrade the whole thing. Upgrade everything. A runway poppy. That's a thing, right? Yep, I have to place that out here. So get that to live right there. In fact, we've already got that thing up, so that should satisfy that grant, right? Yes, we've done that. Okay. What's the next one? Maximum throughput. 600 passengers, 20 security, 12 staff. Done. Well, alrighty then. That was about the easiest thing in the world. Now we're just waiting on investments. Now we're just waiting those, whatever it was, 17 days for that to tick over, and we will have completed all of the government grants. Finally. Speaking of things we need to get moving on, keep the research going here. Gate control, sure, absolutely. And then put in longer LRTs. I actually want that one. Some of these I just don't care about, but a lot of these I do definitely want. So longer LRTs would be very, very handy. Okay, where are we at money-wise, and how much did that tank my money? I don't even think it's the next day yet. We'll figure it out. And now that I think about it, now that I've done that government grant, I wonder if I can just bounce Lernyville out of here. Just kick all of those flights out of there. Boy, that would be a treat. I do not like having them. Not one little bit. Way too much Lernyville on here. I think the next logical thing we have to do is get the extra large gate so I can hook up with some of these larger airlines and get some of their flights in here. What could I be doing along those lines? I'm probably going to need a bigger runway. I'm sure the 150 tile length ain't going to cut it. Ooh, maintenance condition 79.97. That one's good. The first runway's good. The second runway, not as much. You know what we could use around Dave's awesome airport? Some more workers. Just generic workers. I've only got 13 of them running the entire place. How about there's 18? 18 workers. They do a lot. They're moving all the bags. They're delivering all the things. They're putting all the objects in. They're fixing everything. Better we have more rather than less. If I did another gate, how am I going to hook that into my baggage? Because we know that's the great boogeyman around here. Oh, how's underground parking, by the way? Nobody is choosing to park in underground parking. I'm not surprised. There's plenty of parking outside, and you can take a bus here. I could theoretically... Okay. I'm looking at it now. Now that after many, many, many days of experimentation, I'm vaguely slightly more comfortable with baggage, I could probably hook another hub-to-hub into here, this being our sort of central hub that everything else goes to and from. I could have another gate down here. How is that going to hook into the airport? I'm not sure yet, but the baggage could definitely run. So I could have another gate down here, baggage hub thingamajiggy, and then that could run to our central baggage over here. Now, how would it come out, though? Because there'd have to be a way to get the bags out and then over to whatever baggage claim I had set up here, unless I just use this baggage claim. Let me go upstairs. I'm mostly talking to myself right now. No specific input is needed, although that is basically what I'm doing on this channel. I'm sitting around talking to myself and hoping that people are vaguely entertained by it. So if I did... Okay. Everyone in the phantom new gate that I'm creating here, which I feel is going to be down here somewhere. Everyone in this phantom gate could come through this door to get in and out. I already don't like this. What if I just extended the runway that I have? Is that too much? 5 gates for 2 runways. If I lightened up the schedule a little bit, it wouldn't be bad. How much to purchase this? $518,000? Yeah. I mean, that's all my money gone for the day. And for a while, actually, because we're about to get gutted at the end of the day, I'll be definitely in negative numbers. But now we've got an extra bit here. I could extend the runway that I have. How much to get this next one? $591,000. That seems like an obscene amount of money, but that's really just a few days in SimAirport, and I'll have that very, very comfortably. Okay. I would love to kick Lernyville out. Largely. I mean, I'm not going to completely throw them out on their tail. But then... Am I going to lose something with that? I mean, it's not like I'm going to have to start the government grant again. That's done. I've got a little green check mark. It says it's done. So I'm not sweating that. Do I care if Lernyville hates me? Not really. But I also just want to get another gate up and running, an XL gate. I'll have to think about this. Now, in the meantime, while I'm 160 in the hole, but that's fine. That will correct itself. I'm not even sweating that. Some early morning flights have turned up. Okay, early morning flights are here. What have you got, Pacific? You got a small flight. That's okay. Can we get anything a little bit larger than that? Yeah, you've got a nice large one here. All right, I'm going to take your B767, and we're going to start to get some early morning flights in here. Now, gate D1, that will more than comfortably handle that. What else could you show me here? Union Air, what have you got? In the early hours of the morning, a smaller flight. I'm not necessarily turning those down. I'd just like to get the larger ones first. There aren't really many available, though. Pacific, show me again, please. That's a 90. Okay, and Union was a 90, as I recall. Okay. Well, better to get them in there than not get them in there. I say, no, Lernyville, I think we're all set with you. Thank you. I think we've got plenty of your flights. Here we go. B767 from Atlantic International. We will take that. And we'll put that, back in D1 here. Just a couple of flights. Plenty of time for them to get all the bags and stuff unloaded. I'm not going to jack the schedule much, he says, optimistically. I'm going to take a few more of the early morning flights, the smaller ones, but that's fine. I am totally okay with that. It's probably best we do those anyway, because it's probably about all we're going to handle. So that and that, those two can get tucked into, well, anywhere at all, really. You could go there, and you could go over here, like that. And then what else could you show me? This will kind of help offset how much we're losing by having Lernyville occupying our entire airport. That's it, except for Lernyville. Okay, Starflight, you get the prime spot. 1 o'clock in the morning. The gate A1 is all you, champ. And not really a lot going on today, so I'm just kind of prettying up the upstairs. We'll put some windows in there. Wouldn't mind seeing, speaking of pretty, you know what's pretty? Cash. Wouldn't mind seeing some more vending machines up here. That would be nice. Show me retail. Yeah, we don't have a lot of vending going on over here. How about right down here, we could have some vending machines, and then put a food vending one in there. And I think I've done that backwards. I reserve the right to go in and change that. And then an electronics one could live right next to it. Now what? Maybe Well, I need to set up a shop for all of that stuff, so probably not what I want. But we could do, say, an ATM somewhere around here, and then maybe, I don't know, couches. Everybody loves couches. And it looks like our biggest complaint now is information. People aren't getting the info that they need. So I'm putting up a few more of the flight info kiosk things, or the little tell you when your flight is going to happen things. There's one there. How about we put another one right up in there? That won't hurt. If you guys need info, would you like me to put some PA speakers in the restroom? Would that help? Then we can yell at you when you're on the toilet and tell you when your flight is. And let's make sure we keep that research going. Give me advanced ticketing and then queue up bag hub boosters. Increased sorting. That sounds very good. We should probably have that, although most people do seem to come in without bags. Maybe on the larger flights they're more likely to have checked bags. I mean, that would make sense. If you're just taking a small flight, only a couple of states away, you probably just have a backpack or something. But if you're going long distance on a big plane, you're probably going to have a checked bag, because the self-ticketing things, those just kill it. There aren't actually that many people coming in to check bags. But anyway, back to what the heck is the next plan here. How do I get an extra large gate in here? The extra large gate is, I believe, 24 tiles in length. Do you have an XL I could just look at real quick? No, you don't. How about you? You don't have one either. Somewhere around here, somebody's got an XL flight, and I believe 24 tiles is what we need there. Now, I can't immediately find one at the moment, but it's a hefty amount of tiles. I'm going to need several more land purchases to make that happen. In the meantime, I do notice we've got some extra early morning flights here. What if I did this a little backwards? What if I put a couple of Lernyville's tiny little planes in the early morning, when I kind of don't care, frankly, and then I could shave off some of the more, say, prime time spots for some of the larger ones. So if we put you, say, there, and literally nobody cares about you, Lernyville. We just don't. We're not even interested. What if I shaved off a couple of your more prime time spots that you're taking up, like in the morning here? I'm sorry, but you're still going to have a bunch of flights from me. I know this makes you sad, but that's okay. I don't really care if you are sad. WestJet. Always liked you. There you go. 150. I like it. Let's get you back where you belong, in the morning slot. I'm going to shuffle Aero Time up there because WestJet is a larger one, so we need to bring that down here. Okay. Now, I've got a little bit of space on B1 and C1. Do I have any small flights? Oh, yes, I do. Pacific Airlines here. I want to clear the small flights out of gate D1 because that's the only one that can handle the large planes. So where could I theoretically put this? That it could be anywhere but where it lives right now. Okay, I want to swap Starflight and Pacific Airlines. So you... How do I make you just move? There we go. A little bit of shuffling and we're all set. Again, any other small flights at gate D1, I want to kind of clear those out. I'd like to get rid of Aero Time there. I'll have a think about it. Now, what else could we put in the early morning here? Got rid of a couple of Lernyvilles. Good, and we've tacked them onto the early morning. No problem there. Pacific, what have you got going on? You got a small flight in the early morning. Anyone have any... Well, you know what? 3 of my 4 gates are small, so I should probably just stick to that. Give me... there's a large one right there. There is a large one right there. Lernyville, I might bounce you out of there again. No, I'm just going to take Pacific here. We'll just slide that guy in there right now. There we go. Not going to jack up that schedule too much. Keep it a little light. Okay, back to plan whatever I'm on here. I would need, I think, at least that extra land purchase, and probably the one beyond it. These are 15 tiles. I need 24. No, I'm not going to be able to get that out of that. If I purchase this guy, that's still probably not going to give me 24. I need a lot of land in the near future if I'm going to make XL gates work. Keep the research going on. We're done with government grants. We have finished that part of SimAirport. The only thing we're waiting on is that last investment, but I don't have to do anything about that. It's just going to show up. What is your problem over here? Why do you have an exclamation mark? Not connected. Oh, okay. We'll deal with that. There you go. Nice little fuel pipe right in there. Solved your problem. That will help with our refueling. We'll have some extra fuel around the place. That is probably an excellent place to call it on SimAirport for today. Sort of coming to the end of my plans, vaguely, for Dave's awesome airport. I want to get an extra large gate in here. I want all the research done, all the government grants done. That part we basically finished. All the research done. I want an XL gate in here, and I want it all to work. I want it all to come together. It doesn't have to be efficient. It just has to work. So we'll kind of have a think about how I'm going to achieve an extra large gate, which really, the answer to that is how do I achieve the extra large runway? It's not the gate. I can slap the gate down right now, no problem, and I can make it work. It's just there's no runway that any planes can land on with that size plane. So I'm going to need a ton of money to put together to figure out somehow I'm getting a 24 tile length runway in this nonsense. But we'll pick up some more of this again next time. Do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of SimAirport. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you as always for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Just get right up in his face and shoot him in the face. I'm done with this guy. Go ahead and just shoot him right in the face, please. Yes, thank you. Bet that hurt. I think we're officially farming at this point. I think, yeah, look, 99%, 98%. Yeah, we're farming now. Elton, were you just scribbling on a map when you put this tour together? Looks like you had some sort of seizure with a pen in your hand.
I have a cylinder. I broke Dave.
Broke Dave.
Talk amongst yourselves, I'll be back. I just dropped my controller.
Oh my goodness.